Bobcat Hydro Sod Cutters are designed to safely and efficiently remove sod. Before using the Hydro Sod Cutter, it is crucial to familiarize yourself with the instructions in this video, as well as the operation and maintenance manual and the engine manual to avoid injury to yourself, others, or damage to the machine. In addition, always comply with any local regulations that may apply. You will see the safety alert symbol throughout the operation and maintenance manual and on pictorial safety signs. This identifies important hazards you should avoid to reduce the possibility of serious injury or death. Always follow the instructions in the safety message. While it is impossible to cover every situation you may encounter during operation, this video presents several topics including safe handling and operation, safety features, terrain considerations, and other safety precautions. Your Hydro Sod Cutter was built with safety in mind, but safety also depends on you. Operators should receive training in the safety features and operating practices of the Hydro Sod Cutter. Familiarize yourself with the safety signs on your sod cutter and replace any that are damaged or missing. Perform the rest of your daily inspection before operating the machine. Wear appropriate safety gear, including hearing protection, safety glasses, closed-toed shoes, and long pants. Avoid loose clothing or jewelry to prevent entanglement with the machine. Securely tie back long hair. As with any gasoline-fueled machine, do not operate in enclosed areas. Avoid operating in low-light conditions. Do not operate if you're experiencing drowsiness or under the influence of alcohol or drugs that may affect your judgment and reaction time. Check for job site hazards and surface conditions. Ensure the cutting area is free of obstructions like rocks, debris, sprinkler heads, or other objects that could be damaged or thrown by the machine. Be mindful of obstacles in the cutting area. If you can't remove an obstacle, mark it so you can navigate around it. Exercise caution near drop-offs and uneven ground. Bobcat Hydro Sod Cutters are designed for single-operator use. Do not operate when bystanders, especially children or pets, are in the area. Establish a safety zone to ensure that the sod cutter is operated at a safe distance from such hazards. Additionally, make sure the ground has been prepared for your job. You should avoid cutting wet sod and operating on slopes where loss of stability and traction could occur. Sod that is too dry may crumble and could damage the blade. With the blade in the raised position, adjust the depth stop to the desired depth. Under normal operating conditions, the blade should be flat. If soil conditions push the blade out of the ground, use the black blade angle locking lever and the yellow blade depth control lever to adjust the angle of the blade slightly forward. To reduce stress on the machine, operate with the flattest blade angle that gives satisfactory results. Before starting, open the fuel valve. Move the choke to the appropriate setting, and ensure all controls are in the neutral position. To start the engine, move the engine switch to the on position, and pull the recoil starter slowly until resistance is felt. Then pull quickly. Set the engine speed to fast when operating. The Hydro Sod Cutter features a hydrostatic drive system. With the blade in the raised position and the bypass valve in the drive position, squeeze the traction control towards the handle to propel the sod cutter forward. The more the lever is squeezed, the faster the machine will move. When traveling in reverse, lock the caster wheel using the caster wheel locking pedal. Push the traction control lever to move the machine in reverse. The Hydro Sod Cutter will move up to twice as fast when the blade control is not engaged. When you're ready to start cutting, tilt the machine forward. Loosen the green blade depth control locking lever and lower the blade to the depth stop using the yellow blade depth control lever. Turn the green lever clockwise to lock the blade. Lower the machine until the blade is resting on the turf. For straight cutting, leave the caster wheel locking lever down. For curved cutting, raise the caster wheel locking lever up and forward. While operating, remember to always keep away from moving parts. Push the blade clutch latch forward. Then start the blade by squeezing the blade clutch lever to the handle. Once the blade is moving, gradually engage the traction control and drop the machine into the turf as the machine starts to move forward. At the end of the pass, tilt the machine forward to raise the blade from the sod. Release the blade control and traction control levers to stop the machine. Loosen the green lever and raise the blade using the yellow lever. Turn the green lever clockwise to lock the blade in the raised position. To stop the engine, release the traction control to place the machine in neutral, and release the blade control. Ensure the blade and all moving parts have come to a complete stop before leaving the operator position. Move the engine switch to the off position. Be sure to turn off the fuel shutoff valve before transporting the machine off-site. When transporting your Hydro Sod Cutter, follow the instructions in the operation and maintenance manual. Regular maintenance of your Hydro Sod Cutter promotes safe and efficient operation. Failure to maintain your machine will result in excessive wear and early failures. Gasoline is extremely flammable, and gasoline vapors are explosive. Use extra care when handling. A fire or explosion from gasoline can cause serious injury or death. Allow the engine to cool before fueling. Fill the fuel tank in a well-ventilated area and with the machine on level ground. Do not overfill the fuel tank. Make sure the fuel cap is correctly installed. If fuel is spilled, do not attempt to start the engine until the spill is cleaned up and vapors have dissipated. Keep fuel containers electrically grounded to prevent static electricity sparks. Perform your daily inspection. Maintenance procedures that are not addressed in the Operation and Maintenance Manual must be performed only by qualified service personnel. Operators should be trained in the safety features and operation practices before using Bobcat Hydro Sod Cutters. It is essential that training be provided in a language the operator can understand and that they have opportunities to ask questions. Training should cover the key points discussed in this video. Operators should receive refresher training when covering new terrain, operating new equipment, or whenever deemed necessary. Always use your best judgment and be aware of your surroundings. Remember the safety instructions from this video, the Operation and Maintenance Manual, and the Engine Manual when operating your sod cutter. These tips will help you get the most out of your Bobcat Hydro Sod Cutter and allow you to stay safe while getting the job done. For additional information, technical specifications, or training resource information for all Bobcat equipment, contact your dealer or visit bobcat.com/training.